Now, after understanding the concept of sequence, your next topic is terms of sequence. Now, as you know that what is the meaning of sequence? Sequence stands for if a group of numbers follows a specific pattern, it is called as a sequence. Now, after sequence, your next topic is terms of a sequence. Now, consider this following example. Now over here 9, 15, 21, 27 and it goes on. It goes on stands for your infinite part. Now as you know that 9 is my first value, and in a sequence the first term is represented as T1. So over here I can write T1 equals to 9. Now after that second value is 15. So I can say that term 2 is 15. After that 21 is my third value. Third value is represented as T3. T3 will be 21. Next, fourth value is 27. So T4 it is equals to 27. And it goes on. It goes on stands for it is an infinite part. So infinite part is represented as Tn. So you have understood the concept. T1 is my first term. First term is represented as T1 and my value is 9. T2 is my second term is my value is 15. 21 is my third term, it is represented as T3. Fourth term is 27, it is represented as T4 equals to 27, and it goes on stands for your infinite part, and infinite part is represented as Tn. Now in my second example 7 and it goes on. Again 7 is my first term is represented as T1 equals to 7. Again 7 again is my second term. T2 will be again 7. T3 again will be 7. T4 again will be 7, and it goes on infinite part is represented as Tn. Then next T1 is my first value is -2, so T1 will be represented as -2. Then second term is -6. Then third term is -10, it is represented as T3. Then fourth value is -14, it is represented as T4 will be -14, and it goes on. Since it is an infinite part is represented as Tn. So you have understood how to identify the term of a sequence. It clearly says that first value is represented as T1, second value is represented as T2, third value is represented as T3, fourth value is represented as T4, and it goes on, and infinite part is represented as Tn. Now after understanding the term of a sequence, your next part is you have to understand whether the following numbers is an arithmetic progression or not. Now suppose if I take these following examples 1, 4, 7, 10, 13 and it goes on. Over here I can say that first value is 1. As you know that T1 will be 1. Then second value is 4, it is represented as T2. Third value is 7. Fourth value is 10. Fifth value is 13, and it goes on, it goes up to infinite part is Tn. As you know that 4, how do we get 4? 1 plus 3 is 4. Again 4 plus 3 is 7. 7 plus 3 is 10. 10 plus 3 is 13. So what will be my next term? 13 plus 3. What is 13 plus 3? It is 16, and it goes on. So I can say that my number is obtained by adding a particular number, and that particular number is same. Now if my particular number is same, I can say that it is a common difference. CD stands for common difference. If my common difference is same, I can say that it is an arithmetic progression. Over here in this particular example, my common difference is adding 3 on each number, so I can say that it is an arithmetic progression. Now for my second part, again T1 will be 6, T2 will be 12, T3 will be 18, T4 will be 24, and it goes on. So over here 6, I can say 6 plus 6 is 12. Then again 12 plus 6 is 18. Again 18 plus 6 is 24. So my next term will be 24 plus 6 and it goes on. Again I can say that my common difference, my next value is obtained by adding a particular number and that particular number is 6. So again I can say that it is an arithmetic progression. So always remember, for an arithmetic progression my common difference can be positive sign, or it can be in the form of negative sign. In the further examples it can be in the form of negative sign, or my common difference should be 0. If my common difference is addition value, negative value or 0, I can say that it is an arithmetic progression. It is written as AP in short form. Now next example, 4, 16, 64 and it goes on. Over here again first term is 4, second term is 16, third term is 64 and it goes on. Again over here 4 multiplied by 4 is 16. Again 16 multiplied by 4 is 64. Next 64 multiplied by 4, it will be 256 and it goes on. So over here my common difference is not of positive sign, not of negative sign. My common difference is obtained by a which sign? Multiplication sign. Over here multiplication sign is used. So always remember, if my common difference is obtained by multiplying a particular number, it is not an arithmetic progression. It comes under the concept called as GP. GP stands for geometric progression. Next, 1 cube, 2 cube, 3 cube, 4 cube and it goes on. As you know that term 1 will be 1 cube, term 2 will be 2 cube and it goes on. Over here I can say that it is in the form of base and index. 1 is base, 3 is index. Now suppose the example is in the form of base and index. It is neither arithmetic progression nor geometric progression. It is HP. HP stands for harmonic progression. And always remember, geometric progression and arithmetic progression, this geometric progression and harmonic progression, these two parts, geometric progression and harmonic progression, these two concept is not in your 10th standard. In 10th standard you have to study only the concept of arithmetic progression. So the rule says that if the common difference is obtained by addition, subtraction or my common difference value is 0, it is an arithmetic progression. Just in these two examples. Now if my common difference is obtained by multiplying a particular number, it is not arithmetic progression, it is a geometric progression. And if it is in the form of base and index, it is not arithmetic progression nor geometric progression, it is harmonic progression. And remember, geometric progression and harmonic progression is not there in your 10th standard. You have to study just arithmetic progression. Thank you.